How to replace a Human Touch Super Novo Footrest Air Pump. You will need both a short-handled and long-handled Phillips head screwdriver, a wire cutter, and zip ties. Be sure to save all removed parts for reassembly. To get started, use the remote control back buttons to move the chair to its forwardmost position, then power off the remote. Power off the chair, then unplug it. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 4 screws that secure the rear shroud. Pull the shroud away from the backrest to detach it, rotate it 90 degrees clockwise, then rest it on the floor behind the chair. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 screws that secure the PCB box cover. Lift the cover slightly, then disconnect the connector on the left-hand side. Remove the cover by lifting one side and then the other to pop the cover off the tray. The cover is secured to the tray by a tab inserted into a slot on each side. Using a short-handled Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 rear screws that secure the air pump to the chair. If you have difficulty removing the screws, you may wish to remove the back cover for better access. See the backrest cover video for instructions. Using a long-handled Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 front screws that secure the air pump to the chair. Disconnect the air pump hose, then set the air pump on the edge of the tray. Using a short-handled Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 4 screws that secure the hip air valve bank. Using a wire cutter, cut the 2 zip ties that secure the air valve bank cable to the other cables. Lift the air valve bank, then slide the air pump cable out from underneath it. Follow the air valve bank cable to the main PCB, then disconnect the connector. Now, let's replace it. Place the new air pump into position, aligning the screw holes, with the air hose fitting facing the rear of the chair. Make sure the air pump cable is not running underneath the pump, then replace the 4 screws to secure the pump. Connect the air hose to the air pump, making sure the hose is installed all the way onto the fitting. Route the air pump cable behind the air pump, then run the cable through the middle of the air valve bank posts toward the rear of the chair. Place the hip air valve bank back into position, then replace the 4 screws to secure it. Connect the air pump cable to the main PCB. Install 2 new zip ties to secure the air pump cable to the rest of the cable bundle. Cut the excess zip ties. Note the slots on the PCB cover and the corresponding tabs on the chair. Lower the slots onto the tabs, using your fingers as a guide. Reconnect the small connector on the left-hand side of the PCB cover, then replace the 2 screws to secure the cover. Rotate the rear shroud counterclockwise, then slide it into position. Replace the 4 screws to secure the shroud. Press down on the rear shroud, then release it to ensure that it bounces. This is necessary for the safety sensor to work. If it does not bounce, most likely the screws are not threaded properly. Remove and replace the screws, then test it again. Finally, plug in the chair, power it on, and you're done.